Today we are playing one of the best win cons in Slivers. Pair that with Elspeth and now we've got a party. Not only that, we are checking out some really interesting cards like Planetarium and Endstone that don't get nearly enough love. Alright guys, today we've got one of our classics here on the channel, which is mono white tokens, and this is a bit of a control deck working its way up to an Ugin. We've seen this sort of combination before, but this one we've got some extra spice in this deck. Trust me, we're going to want to see this. But before I jump into it, I do want to let you know I may not get through this breakdown without coughing a bunch. I'm very sick. I'm going to try my best. Sorry for the video today as well, the quality of it as far as me and coughing and just being sick. It definitely was a lower quality than usual, so I do apologize. But let's talk about the deck list. Today's deck list works off of the win con being the Thrumming Highful, paired with Elspeth. So it's a mono white deck, token control, like I said. So we're trying to get down a bunch of tokens at the end game, keep the field clear of threats with sweepers, and then eventually drop down a hive pool. And then Elspeth is going to double up the hive pool effects of doubling the slivers, and then we eventually give them all 1/1 counters and fly over the top for lethal. It's a very easy way to win the game and a very simplistic deck list. Like I said, it's pretty simple. Keep the field clear with things like Day of Judgment, but there are also some brand new exiling effect cards that I really want to talk about. One of those cards being Aang's Iceberg. I'm a big fan of this card. I think this card is fantastic, and most of our removal today is going to be exiling effects. We've got things like Seam Rip, we've got Aang's Iceberg, we've also got things like Auracite. All three of these curve out really nicely into each other to answer threats off the field. Auracite gives us a little bit more mana ramp too, which is really nice. But what's really cool here is that I'm finding out pretty quickly that this deck absolutely destroys Izzet, and that's because Izzet uses a lot of permanents, right? They use Artist Talent, Storm Chaser's Talent, Monument. So being able to exile all those permanents off the field, especially on a curve like this, is really nice. And then on the top end, not only Ugin, but we've got some other really fun cards today. So we didn't have a lot for card draw. I ended up not going with like a Caretaker's Talent or a Maze Mind Tome because I wanted to try out the Endstone again. I played this card one time in a mono blue deck, and it was amazing. So I wanted to try it out again here today, which is a really cool card that allows us to draw a card for simply existing. Anytime you play a land, cast a spell, whatever, you're drawing a card. The downside is you're going back to 10 life every single time the game it goes to your end step, which is really interesting. And then we've got the Planetarium. Again, another card that I played in mono blue with the Endstone, I believe, when the new set just recently came out. I wanted to try it again. A really cool way to drop down bombs onto the battlefield. And you can do this ability on your turn and the opponent's turn. Whenever you scry, you get to look at the top of your deck and put a spell on the field. What's cool about this is if you run lands like the Grotto, which can which can scry, you're going to be able to get a free spell on your turn, and then you hold that ability open from the Planetarium for the follow-up turn. On their turn, you get another free spell on their turn. So it's really good value. This deck was actually surprisingly very good. I think we took it to the 98%, very close to the top 1500. I think we were like 1 or 2 games from probably getting a number. But anyways, super fun list. Hope you guys enjoy it. And yeah, sorry again for the sickness today. Try my best to get through it, but thanks for watching and enjoy. Peace. All right, guys, here we go. Today we have a few things we got to kind of work through as far as hurdles go. Magic has been down all day today, and it just came back up. So we're trying to get a video out for you guys tomorrow. It's going to be tricky. Obviously, I have some time still to make this happen, but I wanted to make sure we played something tried and true that I knew would be pretty good. And mono white has always been our kind of our go-to to make this stuff happen. And we are also very sick today. I've been sick for the last couple of days, very under the weather. So we're gonna just try to push through and give you guys the best kind of content I can with the cards that have been dealt. So see what we can do today. Need a land. That is not a land. But I do have 2 Seam Rips back to back, which I mean, couldn't ask for a better start than that against this opponent. Plus, I've got the Planetarium, which can get really fun. Badger Mole Cub number 2. You hate to see it. And a Curator, which exiles cards from a graveyard. And that's actually a really good find here, because here's what we're going to do. We're going to tap everything, bring this land down, bring back my Scryland, play the Scryland. Boom, get a little creative here. You know what I'm saying? I guess I should have probably looked for one more land instead of keeping that on top, but I really want to get the end stone down. It's so much fun. Yeah, that was kind of a mistake on my part for keeping it on top. I need a land because I'm not even going to be able to really get the planetarium going here, which is a bummer. Oh, I do have 7 mana. What? Oh, because that's a 2. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Never mind. I'm sorry. I was mistaken. We're fine. We get the Ugin. I forgot this counts for 2 instead of 1 land there. Miscalculation on my part. Gonna happen a lot today, unfortunately. All right, we're gonna gain a little bit of life here. Hopefully protect Ugin with our lives. So sorry, guys. I will try to mute that when I can, but sometimes they creep up on me. All right, playing the end stone here would not be very wise because it will take me to 10 life every single turn. I mean, there's a chance they could get me below 10 life, which would in turn gain me life. We'll see, I guess. We'll see how this goes. All right, they're gonna send everybody here, but are they gonna send everyone to Ugin? They are. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No matter what, we're losing Ugin. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. We're really hoping to get a sweeper here. It's pretty much sweeper or bust. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's not great though. We can do better. Come on, scribe me too. All right, I mean, it's the same card, but at least we know for a fact it's going to be a card we can play and get value out of right away, so let's do it. I can pay the 1 ward, right? So I guess we get the Paw Patch Recruit off the field because it's the only thing with trample, right? My apologies. It's gonna be a lot of that nonsense today, unfortunately. Can barely breathe right now. We're pushing through though. We keep pushing through. Tyvar, okay, can be answered with exiling effects, which we have plenty of, so that's good. I wonder if they're gonna use the Innkeeper's Talent plus up here. If they do, they're gonna have to waste a lot of mana. They don't. They do not. Where's that counter going? I mean, they should just send everybody. They get an extra 1 point of damage in, but let's see if they notice. Yeah, they notice. They did notice. We got 8, 9 damage coming through here. Okay, so if I do play the, let's say I play the end stone here. Oh, I mean, beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful, right? GG's, I think. Probably. Let's try to resolve this. Tyvar's gonna stay alive. Oh, Tyvar's not gonna stay alive. They need a creature to tap. Tyvar made a mistake. Tyvar made an oopsie whoopsie. Sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. All right, do one of these and another planetarium. Probably not. I'll take an additional mana because that. I'm so sorry, guys. I'll try to edit those out. So tough. I could draw some cards here. I think I'll take that opportunity. That's a lot of ramp I'm giving up here, though. All good, though. There we go. We get a free scry off the grotto, which in turn gives me a free spell, potentially. UFO. I'll take it for the UFO action. Innkeeper's Talent's gone. You know what? I should have probably played this before I did that. That's my bad. Gain a little bit of life. Top 200 player, by the way. Just realized, I'm literally just realizing that. I am so off today. All right, so the opponent just gonna plus that up. GG's, let's go. We were gonna scry there on the end step, get a free spell hopefully, and then trigger the end stone to draw me some more cards. Good first game. Let's go. All right, so we've got the UFO. We got turn 3 Iceberg. This hand seems good enough. I mean, 2 planetariums is pretty bad, but you know, whatever. Whatever. 3 planetariums, that's atrocious. Now I'm feeling a little bit more concerned. Okay, we're up against Izzet, which so far, I mean, this doesn't look like the traditional Izzet I'm used to seeing, of course, but I have beaten Izzet 100% of the time, so I feel pretty confident in the matchup. Just because we have a ton of exiling effects that can take permanents off the field, like the Monument, the Storm Chaser's Talent, those types of things I can exile off the field, which is really cool. Well, unfortunately, the opponent cooks us with the Furnace. Archway is not terrible. It's more mana for the next 2 turns. I'll take it. And I'll just flash in my Iceberg here. Aang's Iceberg, by the way, one of the greatest new removal spells. I'll stand on that. Its ability to flash in is just unmatched. And it can take any permanent, by the way. So like, let's say they invest 5 mana into this to take, you know, to get their Sauna going next turn. I could, in theory, you know, have flashed it in and got that too. But for now, we're gonna take this. We're gonna do one of these. Now they can't get their Sauna going. Now that puts us off curve, unfortunately, with the planetarium though. Fear of missing out. Okay, that's fine. Draw discard is totally cool. I'm guessing they're running the Mako and all that. They're just trying to get some little guys down that benefit from having discarded cards. Kind of hope I hit a land here so I can get the planetarium going, but okay, not the case. Let's do this. Get down our friend here. All right, and then next turn I could get the planetarium down, drop the grotto, which would give me a free scribe, maybe a free Ugin. You never know. You never know. And then we can activate the planetarium on their turn too, which is even more amazing. All right. Quantum Riddler again. All good. They're gonna give it haste though, huh? No, they're not. Okay, good. Thought we were gonna see a hasty Riddler there and get 2 attacks, but not the case. So we're gonna take 4, all good. Could have been way worse in my opinion. So let's remember before we screw this up, because I have been known to say my plan and then just screw it up immediately. We're gonna play the planetarium before we drop the land. Drop the land, scry, hopefully get a free spell. And then we're gonna trigger the planetarium during their turn as well. So we get 2 shots at this. So this is a guaranteed hit, right? So we guarantee that we find an UFO at least, right? Or I can gamble. I kind of want to gamble. The gamble does not pay off. That's what I get. That's what I get. I could have had an UFO to at least block, but unfortunately the gamble never pays off. All right, so they do have a braid, by the way, which they could use on the planetarium, but in response, I'll just activate it anyways. Don't love that that's on top, though. We know that that's on top, which makes it that much more difficult to find something good. Yikes. I'll take it. It's a hit. It's a hit. Another Quantum Riddler. I'm telling you guys, they're trying to give this thing haste. Or blink it, maybe? I don't know. My guess is haste, though. Wild Ride or something like that. Okay. Sure. Oh, that's so tough. Really want to get that down. It does provide me 2 blockers. This is going to allow them to attack twice, though. I think I'd rather go with the planetarium and try to get something here. Oh man, there we go. How about a free Ugin for you? Funny enough, I think I'm going to... Okay, they scoop it up. I was gonna say, funny enough, I think I'm gonna take the talent. I don't want them being able to pull things back from their graveyard, but oh wait, oh well, GG's. We'll take it. All right, we got a really good hand here, I think, because we got the ramp with the archive, we got the planetarium. This should be a really fun one. Let's do it. Let's do it. No target for the seam rip.
Water.
Unfortunately.
Fire. Air.
Long ago, the four nations. Oh, it's Is It again. Okay. Like I said, I haven't lost against Is It yet, so I don't know. Seems like a good matchup for us, which is funny because it's like the best deck in standard pretty much. Well, in best of 3 at least, probably. There's definitely no crazy people running this deck, I don't think, in best of 3 standard for like high level rank, you know? So hopefully it throws them off. The one thing I would say, if you guys wanted to take out a little bit of the fun stuff, like maybe take out 1 planetarium and 1 end stone, if you wanted to like throw in like a couple graveyard hating things like Rest in Peace or the Flanker, that'd probably be pretty good too. All right. I'm just gonna go straight to the ramping here. I'm not really gonna worry too much about any of this. I think the faster we get to Ugin, the better. This is gonna hurt though. The opponent gonna hit us for quite a bit here, I have a feeling. They're throwing away all their burn spells. Very smart of them to do so. There's not really too many targets for those. Ooh, why does it feel like my shoulder just got slammed? Ugh. Oh man, I'm falling apart. Okay. Let's do the Ugin. You gone. I don't have any mana, unfortunately, so we're gonna do one of these. And then hopefully the Ugin just takes the attention off of myself and they attack that instead. Wisdom for 3 cards. They're very nice. Very nice. It's so funny because if the Wisdom gets played for 2 mana, I feel like I just won, even though they're drawing 3 cards. Which is, I mean, it's unbelievably absurd to say that. 2 mana, draw 3, and I'm feeling good about it. Like, because normally they get it for free, pretty much, or for like 1, you know, because of their artist talents and their ways to reduce their costs with Grand. So ridiculous. And they just go take out the Ugin here. That's a bummer. It's actually a really good turn for them. I didn't expect them to be able to pull off that much, but well done. Well, this is not good. I definitely think I need to take... Man, I don't know. I don't know. I think I need to do this. And then I need to do this. I think that's fine. It's not great, but it's fine. That gets me closer to the planetarium. Really bummed about the Ugin still, though. I really didn't think they had it in them to take Ugin out like that. Are they gonna pay the 3 to reduce the cost? No, they're gonna go for a 3rd artist talent, which we've already dealt with 1. So 3 total on the field so far. All right, we're gonna play the planetarium. Let's take a peek here. Great card. These artist talents are a serious problem, so we got to make sure we're constantly taking them off the field. But this right here is exactly why we have such a good matchup against Is It, like I told you before, is because we're able to just keep exiling their artifacts and enchantments off the field with our permanent, you know, effects like Seam Rips and Icebergs and Orosites, and even Ugin. We can take all these things off the field constantly and keep them on their toes. That's pretty good. They counter the effect of it, that's fine. That's fine by me. Sure thing, pal. Oh man, when is it going to be monument time? That's what I'm really worried about. Well, it looks like they're gonna pump up their Storm Chaser's talent to pull back their draw 3. What else would they, pull back? It's got to be that. It's got to be their draw 3. What I mean, it would be the smartest thing for them to do. They've only got 2 cards in hand right now. Man, I cannot breathe. I'm sorry, guys. I can't breathe. I don't know why this is so difficult. I mean, I don't know what else you would be trying to grab. I mean, Boomerang basics. Okay, sure. You're going to bounce my Seam Rip and get your talent back for just a temporary turn or what? It seems so not worth it to me, but okay. That was not worth it in my opinion, but okay. I'll take it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if I pay 4 for this, go down to 5 mana. Go down to 5 mana, but then 6, 7 total mana. Okay, so let's do that. Let's, or should I just do this? No, it doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm just thinking to myself right now, guys. It's it might seem weird if I'm talking to myself here a lot, but just trying to think this one through, talk myself through it. I think Planetarium though is the play, and hopefully finding something big. That is pretty big. That is quite big. All right, that'll give me a blocker for the Otter too. Protect the Elspeth nicely. I wish I could say thank you, but I can't. How about this? All right, they're going for their graveyard again. Fire Magic. Okay, that is going to pump up their Otter, so the Otter will be fine from the Fire Magic play. Nice move. All right, so we got 2 talents taken care of. About to be, ooh, perfect. About to be 3. Let's start with this. What do we get? That's a great card. Don't mind if I do. That's the win con. Has been assembled. We'll take you. We'll play you. And then we'll just flash in the iceberg here. Hopefully they play the monument. But no, it looks like they're going to just pump up their talent here. Which, even if I do play the Aang's Iceberg at this point on that, it's still probably going to get its trigger because it's on the stack. I don't really know 100% how that works, but... Going for Fire Magic again. I'm very, very shocked at the way they played this, though, with their ability to pull back spells. Why wouldn't you go for, the spell that's going to draw you 3 more cards and maybe get you back into game, but... Might as well. It's nothing great, but at least it's a guaranteed hit, right? So. Okay. And we're going to pump the field. And they're going to instant speed sweep the field. Fair enough. Honestly, I'm going to be completely real with you guys. I totally forgot that was instant speed. Very nice. Very nice. That was a rookie mistake by me, by my end. Sure. Sure thing, man. It's just a matter of time, I feel like, because no matter how many times they answer my threats, I have the board state that's just going to keep repopulating the issue, right? Like, the opponent's going to try to, like, blow up the board, and then I'm going to just repopulate the board with the slivers, and like they're gonna just every time they answer something, it's just gonna keep coming back. And I've got the Planetarium, so it's just gonna keep drawing me more spells for free, and it's just too easy right now. Planetarium, sure. Forest Side is fantastic. I'll take it. Get that last Storm Chaser's talent off the field. Give everything flying. Not quite lethal yet. And the turn. I mean, this is about as like what is it? Flawless victory as you can get. It's a pure flawless victory. Opponent thinks that they're going to be able to attack into Elspeth here probably and just take it out, but it's not the case. They might have a burn spell for it. Do these actually hit planeswalkers? Great. Sorry, I need to read this. I want to see if it actually hits planeswalkers. Still 98%. Trying to get a number here real soon. So number of less than cards in the graveyard deals. The creature. Okay, so just target creature. And this says 2 damage to any target creature. Okay, so they have no planeswalker hate. Good stuff. All right, we got the opponent going first. Our hand looks pretty darn good. Got a little bit of ramp, good exiling effects along the way. Let's see what we can do here. The opponent probably on Kona. Without my instant speed removal, this could be tough. Oh, never mind. It's not that at all. It's Simulacrum Synthesizer. This is a matchup I lost to earlier, unfortunately. Man, I think I'm gonna get this down. I think that's the play. And there's their first synthesizer. Kind of glad they played it straight up here. The problem with this matchup, and the reason why I struggle with it, is because I can't really run Ultima in my deck because it eats up my own artifacts, and I have a lot of them. But also, it's a little bit of an issue because if, you know, if the opponent plays the snare, we're kind of cooked, you know? Because if I exile this, they're just going to snare it right back. Not that I have the mana to even play it right now, but something to keep in mind. Something to keep in mind. I probably should have bounced that Fountain Port back to my hand because I won't be able to Aura Sight again next turn, and I would have been able to if I would have bounced the Fountain Port. That was a big mistake. Should have bounced the Fountain Port back to my hand. That's a bummer. Okay. Yeah, we're in trouble here, guys. This is about as bad as it gets right here. Things not looking good for me. Let's do the Seam Rip. I don't really think I can afford to take 12 damage. Gotta do what I gotta do. 2, 4, about to be 5 mana. Should have been 6 though with that. Yeah, they're just off to such a great start, and I'm off to such a slow start. The Battlefront curve out there into a snare and a bay. I mean, couldn't ask for a bigger hit than that. So, good on them. Already copying. Oh, man. All right. This is fine. It'll give me 2 blockers, and then maybe I can surprise them with one of these and one-shot them. It's my only hope, really. Kind of my only hope. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Man, again, I want to just take a moment to just apologize though to everybody. I know this is probably not the most most amazing viewing experience right now with me blowing my nose every 10 minutes and stuff, but just wanted to make sure I got you guys some content today. All right, that's a bummer. So if I Aura Sight, take that back, they're just gonna copy another snare anyways then? Yeah, probably. Good card, but I don't know, man. I don't know. So I mean, they're just gonna sack this, get haste, attack in for the win. I'm dead here. I'm more than dead here, guys. There really is no like right answer here. It doesn't matter. Like we're done either way. One. I don't have enough to even do that for one. Okay, so we got 18 damage in front of me here. I can't create it. Well, can I create a fish token? I don't think I can, right? Need 3? Yeah. And then they snare anyways. All right, we're just gonna scoop it up. I mean, that was a beatdown. That was a flawless victory for the opponent. We were bound and due for one, so GG. All right, our hand. Let's see. So our hand is it's a little slow, but I'm going first, so I'll keep it. That's not a land. That's the farthest thing from a land in our hand. Misclick. Oh, I usually do pretty good against this matchup because of all my exiling effects, but not having a seam rip to kick things off might cause an issue. Might cause a slight issue. Also, missing a land drop here would be totally terrible. Okay, let's see what happens. Do not miss another land drop. I'm telling you what. Okay. That's fine. Hopefully they use the ability from the spellbook vendor. If they don't, then they're holding on to a rescue. And if they have a rescue, we might be in trouble. Oh, man. Gonna take that before it has an option to put a woman counter anywhere. Okay, taking 3. Hit the land drop. You love to see it. You love to see it. I don't think we waste any time here. We sweep the field because they're about to give double strike to something. And not anymore. Let's go. Nothing being played by the opponent is huge. GG's, my friend. GG's. You know they're going to run out something like Sheltered by Ghost on that Drumming Hive pull, but then we're just going to answer it right back. Yep. Shocker. Oh. Okay. Even better for a Day of Judgment then. I see. Well played. Well played. All right. Well, that was a quick game. You know the opponent's going to concede. There ain't no way they're hanging around after this one. They are not hanging around after this. Yep, GG's. Feels bad, man. I mean, again, a pretty good matchup for us there. One of the better ones for sure. Love to see it. All right, going first. Hand is not good. I'm keeping it anyways. Not good. Keeping it anyways just because I am going to just pray that my top decks are ramp spells and we got absolute gasoline on the top end. That'll work. That is a ramp spell. Already have one of those. Don't love seeing this first. Could be another synthesizer build or it could be control. Either way, not a matchup we really want to be seeing. Yeah, it's looking like a full-on control player here. So much for good matchups. I think that has come to an end. Let's... I don't know, man. I guess we try to resolve it, whatever. I just don't want to sit here all day going back and forth making fish tokens with the opponent when, you know, I got to be so fearful of these counter spells. Let's just try to get all their counter spells out of their hand on curve here. Hopefully we keep hitting land drops and hope for the best. 5. Okay. I did not expect that. I will say that was an interesting little wrinkle. I like that card a lot. I like that card so much. Scrying 2 to the top is kind of tragic. Aura Sight is not, though, by any means tragic. That's a great card. It's a land and an answer. Alright, Demolition Field on my Fountain Port's fine. But they could still technically have like a No More Lies here, and they're going to get another land, so 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I'm hoping for another land here off the top. I guess that works. Because if I do this, that's 6 lands. Play this. Pull this back. Drop it back down. Now we got 7 mana to work with. And this would be absolutely absurd if it lands. Does it land though? Of course not. Terrible matchup, unfortunately. What can you do? There goes half our deck. Man, would have been really, really fun to land the end stone on somebody today. This would have been the game for it. Did I get the end stone out? I don't remember if I got it out in one of these games or not. I don't think I did. I've played this deck quite a bit today, off and on. This deck's first version actually didn't even have Planetarium or the end stone in it. I added it a little bit later. And here comes the monument. Stock up. They're trying to make sure they tap the right lands for a monument if they get it, but it doesn't really matter. Get lost, sure. It's a good card. It's a finishing piece. Let's go. Finish the game. Let's go. Let's go.
More heroes for the cause.
The whole idea of this game at this point is just to finish it out, right? Like, let's just keep putting pressure on the opponent. It's a great card. It's a great card. But it's game over, right? River Churn Monument for the win. Not quite. I hope they find it here and they play it. That'd be hilarious, because then I could just seam rip it off the field. That would be comical. They don't play it. Okay. Okay, so here's my deal. I am almost guaranteeing that they had to have found a monument there, the River Churn Monument. So I'm gonna need to answer it at instant speed. So playing this to close out the game seems like a really good idea, but they're just gonna one-shot mill me on this next turn. So I think what I need to do is I need to give myself at least an opportunity to find an exiling effect, like an Auracite or a Seam Rip off the top. I don't know if I even have any more in the deck, but I need to give myself a chance to be able to do that at instant speed. So playing the Planetarium here to scry on their turn to instant speed that in would be great. But even if even if they play it, okay, well, it gets countered anyways. That was a lot of talking for no reason. But even if they were to play it, I think they get to activate it before I make a move on that anyways. Pretty sure we lost this one, guys. If they don't have it yet, that'd be crazy. They've consulted the star charts for 4. They've stocked up. You're telling me they didn't find it yet? There's no way. Okay, and that's why I put the 1/1 counters there, because I had a feeling they'd sweep the field. So you're saying they haven't found it? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. I would love to play the end stone, but there's no point. Let's go ahead and get this 3 steps ahead out of the way. Whatever. Oh, it's star charts. Okay. Well, I mean, I have the 1 shot to win the game this next turn. They don't seem to be grabbing their cards very fast here. Did they really not hit it? Did they really not hit it? There's no way. I have lethal next turn, right? 'Cause I'm going to create 4 of these. They all have double strike, and they're all going to be 2/2s off of Elspeth. If we win this one, guys, it was pure luck. We should not win this matchup ever. The counter spells are just typically going to be too much for us. Wow. Well, let's see how this goes. Yeah, I figured that'd be the 2. Definitely going to play this out. Destroy this. And keep the pressure on. That's a bummer, but hey. They haven't won yet. Going into their graveyard. At any point, if they throw down like the River Churn Monument right here, they just ended up top decking it, which would be so tragically like unfortunate. Put some counters. Because again, we know the opponent's just trying to sweep the field or whatever. Okay. Okay. Now we know for sure. I mean, they've only got 35 cards left, right? Like 8 cards deep here. They've already gone 4 and like 7 deep. Like, there's no chance they don't have it here. The game is over. I'm trying to think of a way I could get out of this, but I just don't see it. Like if I play this, it's not helpful. If they let this resolve, we know for sure they won the game. Man, if only I had like Aang's iceberg, but even then, like I said, I think instant speed answer on the monument. I think the exhaust still happens beforehand. Oh my God, please exile my graveyard. Can you imagine if they exiled my graveyard? The monument wouldn't even work because the monument is based on how many cards are in the graveyard. Which is another good reason to run flanker on my own deck, you know? I'm so confused. Surely they run a monument in this deck, right? Surely. There's no way. There is no way. How are we still alive? What? How is this game still going? Wow. That's tragic. I don't want to draw too many cards here. It really doesn't matter. I don't even know what's left in my deck either. I'm pretty sure we're out of options here. All the big stuff is probably already gone. We might as well. Might as well for fun, right? Endstone. What's this about? Okay, sure. I am in pure shock right now that the opponent has not found their spells. Put the rest of those cards in your hand at the bottom of your library in any random order. Like, that's crazy. You can put it at the bottom of your library, so they had to have gone through their whole deck. I just don't see how they haven't found it yet. It will be forever a mystery. Well, I do know that we're gonna do that. Okay. And then we're going to try to resolve this. Probably won't resolve this time because no more lies, right? How many fountain ports have we had? 1, 2. Okay, there's another hive. Perfect. Perfect. Let's drop an archway. 9 cards left in my deck. Is their game plan just for me to draw myself out here? I don't know. I mean, it could be, and if that's the case, I probably did lose because I played the Endstone. I don't know if playing the Endstone was the wisest decision I've ever made, but just kind of wanted to see it resolve here in one of these games and really see it get its value. I love this card so much. I think it's so good. They may Ultima here though too. I guess this is technically a win con of sorts as well. Maybe that's their game plan. Maybe they're not. Okay, hold on. I'm just now realizing this. Maybe they're not actually a mill deck. Am I slow? Oh my gosh. I'm just realizing that it's actually starting to look like the opponent is a beatdown game plan to win the game. I think just milling me was a byproduct of everything. Wow. Does it resolve? If they counter this, it's over. Yeah, it's over. I don't really have any other answers for them here because I've already lost both of my fountain ports. How many Elspeths are in the yard? 1, 2. Yeah, those are all my Elspeths. All right, game's over. I have 0 win cons left in my deck. There's, oh, hold on. Never mind. Just kidding. There is 1 win con left. They're tapped out. Let's go. 3, 4. This is it. Can they sweep the field? Can they sweep the field here, guys? If they sweep the field, that's it for me. The game is over. We've seen 2 Day of Judgment so far. So that's good. Ultima, I'm guessing, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I'm pretty shocked I didn't I didn't just consider this to be a beatdown deck sooner, because I'm like, wait a minute, this could be a win con. And then I realized the thing that they milled us with is their land, which is kind of like just, you know, these are the kind of things you just throw in your deck because it's also a land anyways. So might as well get a spell out of it, you know? So I don't know, man. I don't know what the opponent's up to here, but no, they do have a River Turn Monument. What is going on? Okay, so they are a mill deck. I don't understand, man. We were so close though. I mean, look at our, okay, never mind. We were never close. They had it. They had it all the way. That's annoying. What a dumb way to end with like the stalling out until the last second when you had it in your hand the whole time. Anyways, bad matchup. Don't really care about that loss. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have bad matchups, and that's one of them. So GG's, man. That was fun.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. Yeah. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. Where's the upload, man? Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.